Okay, tape's rolling. Do I have permission to record you?
You sure do.
Okay. How you doing?
Come and ride along with Hawkeye and Jeannie on their journey, visiting cities, communities, towns, hot springs, Timbuctoo, a few nude beaches, and other places of interest to determine what is really going on during the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Hawkeye and Jeannie are a couple of old coots who are still out there having fun. Then they will report back to you with these videos. This is what Hawkeye's Tales and Trails is all about.
Yeah.
I am Calafia, the hostess for Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. A little about myself. I am a retired pagan warrior queen who ruled over a kingdom of black women living on the island of California, an island off the coast of Asia, where I was convinced to raise an army of women warriors, then sail away from the island of California with a large flock of trained griffins accompanied by my husband, Talank. The Californias, a region of North America encompassing the U.S. state of California, and the Mexican states of Baja California, and Baja California Sur, take their name from Calafia, and my kingdom. Read more about my story in the novel entitled Los Sergas de Esplandian, or The Adventures of Esplandian, written by Garcia Rodriguez de Montalvo.
You're a Hawkeye!
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Mark Pavlicek. I'm president of the Western Nudist Research Library here at Glen Eden. We are on the grounds of Glen Eden, and we just signed a 5-year agreement with Glen Eden, which is another corporation, because they really like what we do here, and we really love being at Glen Eden. And so we're going to be here at least for the next 5 years and hopefully forever, because we can't imagine a better place for what we do.
Seems like you guys are an asset to Glen Eden. All right, and give us a brief history of the Nudist Research Library.
Well, the dream of a library here was started around 1987 when a woman who called herself the Book Lady announced that there was a fundraising campaign for a new building that would be a library, an orientation center, and a museum. Then George James in the 1990s actually started collecting material, nudist material from members, and he kept planning to open it up, and it never did open up in the 90s, but he collected a whole bunch of stuff. So when the library was founded in 2006, they were able to import all that stuff that George James had collected, and we had a really good head start.
And you have everything scanned and archived?
Well, not everything. That's since we keep getting new collections, scanning is an important part of what we do, because some of our collection is over 100 years old, and we need to preserve it and protect it, the social nudist history forever. And so we're scanning books, we're scanning magazines, we're digitizing our and VHS tape collections. And then we're a member of a 4-library consortium, so we're actually able to share what we have and they don't with them, and they do the same things with the material that they have. The other 3 libraries are in Florida, Wisconsin, and Oregon, and we work together on this thing.
Do you have any idea how far the history of social nudism goes back?
Well, most people would say that it began in Germany in around 1900. And in fact, some of our earliest collection begins in Germany in 1904. I think we're the only library in the country that really has the German literature that goes back that far. It kind of started in the United States around 1930. We have magazines, for example, that go to 1932. And one of the women that were at that first meeting in New Jersey in 1929, I think it was, came to Southern California. Her name was Alicia Lloyd, and she did a lot of organizing here in Southern California. She's now in the Nudist Hall of Fame. And when she died, she left her estate to Glen Eden, and the chapel in the Sage that's up on the hill was constructed with some of the money that she in her estate.
That's great.
Okay, so the history of Glen Eden actually starts with the history of nudism in Canada. because there was a guy by the name of Ray Connett and his wife Mildred, who in the 1950s started a nudist resort near the Vancouver area in British Columbia. And it was he actually helped start 6 or 7 nudist resorts in Canada, and a lot of people call him the father of social nudism in Canada. And then in 1961, he came down to Olivedale, which is a resort near here, and he became the general manager and doubled their membership. I think he kind of wanted to buy Olivedale, but it wasn't for sale. So he started looking around for property, and he found this abandoned olive ranch south of Corona, and he was able to purchase it for a very good price. I guess there was a motivated seller. It's about 150 acres that we have here. And his idea at the time was everybody helps out. Everybody who comes, if you don't have any money, come on down, work for a couple hours, and you can stay for free. And that was his idea of sort of a collaborative. And so after 3 years of Glen Eden being founded in 1964, he said, you know what, I'm going to give this to our members. And so we are a member-owned nudist resort here since 1964. And we owe it all to Ray and Mildred, who had a vision of having a place owned by its members in Southern California. So that means that, it's never going to be sold out from under us, because we have to vote on that, and that's not what we're going to do as members. 6 years ago, I was walking around Glen Eden, and I happened upon this building that I'm sitting in, and a guy by the name of Rich Hurst was sitting right over there, and he actually was the president of the library at the time, and he inspired me so much about the whole purpose of this library that I said, I'm going to help volunteer a little bit, because it sounds like a good cause. And he died suddenly, unexpectedly, a couple of years ago, and when that happened, there was a change in leadership. I became a director, and then last year they invited me to become president. And I like to keep thinking that I'm carrying on the legacy of Rich Hurst and the original founders that started this place in 2006.
Well said. Well said. Pandemic affected your mission.
Well, there was a period of time where we weren't allowed to have visitors. And then for a while we were allowed to have only one visitor with masks. And now, because most people are vaccinated, we're loosening up on the rules. But we didn't slow down a bit. In fact, when I became president a little over a year ago, we accelerated what we were doing tremendously. The library is now well organized, the U.S. Magazine portion is fully inventoried. We're inventorying our book collection and our DVD and VHS tape collection, so we can actually tell people what we have, and we know what we have excess of, so that we can eliminate duplicates and excess, so that we can offer it to other libraries and make shelf space available for new acquisitions.
That's wonderful. What about a website?
Funny that you would say that, because we just started our brand new website, which is WNRL.org. And we've completely redesigned the website so that you can get an appreciation for our history and social nudism history in general. It also talks about the other 3 libraries. If you're interested in what we do, you can use that to become a member. It's only $25 a year. And we'd love to have you a part of it if you support what we're doing.
You can also make tax-deductible donations.
Yes, we are. Thank you, Bob. We are a 501c3 nonprofit member-supported corporation.
Thank you very much for your time, Mark.
Absolutely.
And wish you well. Oh, is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, please stop on by when you're here. We have a special arrangement that if you are interested in what we do and you want to volunteer, we can let you in on the grounds of Glen Eden, and we'll escort you in, and you can spend some time, learn about the library, maybe help us out a little bit with some of our inventorying. And so, yeah, you're welcome to come and see what we have, or at least look at our website and get an idea that way, and then contact me. On the last page, there's a contact us page. Drop me an email and or send me a message, and we'll hope to see you.
All right. Hey, can you think of anything else?
I think that'll do it for today.
Wow. Who knew? Can you believe it? What did you think about that? Thank you, Mark Pavelchak, for your interesting information. Let me tell you that social nudism has been going on for a long time. A lot longer than you think. Thank you for watching Hawkeye's videos. He hopes to show you places and events that you may not normally get to see, hear, and how the COVID-19 pandemic may have affected them. All information is deemed to be reliable, but not guaranteed. Hawkeye's videos are amateur, unscripted documentaries of Hawkeye and Jeannie's discoveries. Click on the round icon to subscribe and be notified when new episodes are available to be viewed. Share this video with others. Please click the like or the thumbs up icon. Let Hawkeye know what you think about the videos. Make sure that if you cannot say anything good, do not say anything at all. It is my recommendation that if you are new to Hawkeye's Tales and Trails, start with episode 1. What do you think about that? I am Calithia, the host of Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. Namaste.
Sun fun at Glen Eden, where the bears play and the sun shines every day. It's so nice, just a piece of paradise. Come take a run down Highway 71. Sun fun at Glen Eden, where it's happy, healthy, sunny all the time. Sun fun at Glen Eden, where the bears play.